All right. All right. Ooh, got everything up there now. All right. This is number one.
Episode one.
This is the real deal. We have this is it. This is the podcast. All right. Welcome everybody to the
Podcast.
This is the podcast. We're still working on a name.
We're not gonna have one for 10 episodes.
It's gonna be a couple more episodes before we get a name. I can't think of anything good. We've been getting great suggestions. Again, shout out Lex, shout out Zuva. Shout out you. I think you had a good name last week or this week or something, but it's kind of hard to pick something, you know?
Yeah.
Like squids and pigs are not there's not a lot of overlap between those two animals. You know what I mean?
No, there's zero overlap between a deep sea animal and farm animals.
There's basically no overlap, but we're working on it. We're going to get a name. I wish those patent pending assholes would give it up.
You know, I looked into it further after our last episode.
Actually? Okay.
They haven't recorded an episode since late 2023.
We're taking that. We're taking it. It's like the
It's
5
over.
minute. It's like the 5 minute rule.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like if your teacher's not in class for 5 minutes after you get there, you just fucking walk out
And you get credit.
and you still get credit for showing up. That's what we're doing. We're gonna do. Okay, this is the patent pending podcast now. They
There you
can't
go.
stop us. What are they gonna do? Kick our ass? They don't know where we live.
I'm sure it's not the first patent pending podcast.
Oh, we know it's not the first, and it's not gonna be the last either. Well, we'll take out the next people because we mean business, but I think we should just take it honestly. It's so good. It's
That is
three
a good
keys.
name.
It's alliteration. That's what everybody people naturally will go to that.
Yeah. Perfect.
Who gives a fuck about disc golf, dude? I'm not doing that. We're this is ours now. We're the patent pending podcast for now. If we get sued, then we're back to square one.
Although I did look into patent pending and using that term patent pending.
Uh-huh.
And there's some serious consequences from misuse of that term. But I think it's more related to inventions and patents themselves. We're not trying to patent this podcast. We're not trying to.
Well, if someone starts offering us money, we are. Yeah, of course we are. I feel like inventing something has got to be so difficult nowadays.
Yeah.
Like
To
how
get
do
a
you?
patent for an invention, a new invention.
Yeah, one to get a patent for a new invention, but also just to invent something that isn't already kind of done, you know?
Yeah.
No one's out here making the computer. That shit's already made. No one's out here making
Electric cars. We already had cars.
we already have those. There's a billion people trying to make them. Rivian, Tesla, fucking
Not new.
Lucid.
Nothing new.
I've lost so much money on Lucid. I don't even want to talk about it. I thought they were going to pop the fuck off and their stock went into the garbage. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. It's okay though. Yeah, I don't know how to you remember back in the 90s or I guess the 2000s for us. You'd have all those infomercials and as sold on or as seen on TV
Yeah.
inventions and stuff.
Yeah.
You don't see that anymore.
I think the newest invention that I've seen is flex tape.
Ooh, flex tape and flex seal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a new invention.
Have you ever used it?
No.
I actually used it when I was in college.
Did you make a boat out of it?
I didn't know. I didn't. I was too broke to find a boat. But I was trying to do a waterproofing thing for a skid plate underneath a car.
Yeah.
For one of my projects, and I had to compare different hydrophobic surfaces and materials.
Flex Seal
And
was.
Flex Seal was damn good.
Did it win?
Are we sponsored, by the way? Before we keep talking about this, did Mr.
Flex Seal sponsor the podcast, the patent pending podcast.
Please, we need money, we need help, and we need look at the studio. I would do a panning shot, but
We'll
it's
coat this wall in Flex Seal.
well, okay, hold on.
Okay,
I do own this place. I don't know if I want Flex Seal all over my wall. I've been wanting to paint, you know.
What if we get the Flex Seal guy on the podcast?
Do you think we could?
That'd be pretty cool.
What would he? But what would he talk? Is he just gonna talk about Flex Seal and stuff? We could ask him if he has any new things coming out, like Flex condoms or something. You know, what else is there? What else is there to seal?
Nothing gets in and nothing gets
Nothing
out.
gets out. I saw this guy's dick in half. No, the TV.
Imagine testing that.
Yeah, the testing would be very, very quick and painful for exactly one subject. Oh my god, wait, dude, flex condoms
Dude,
is
it's
a good
a
idea.
permanent birth control.
It's Oh
Well-
wait, oh that's a good reminder. You know that they actually have a pill now for guys?
They do?
They
Did the FDA approve it and everything?
Oh, absolutely not.
They're set?
It's super not approved. I don't even think
Oh.
women's birth control is FDA approved.
Yeah, I think it is.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I wouldn't know. But
Like like they get the rod in their arm or something.
no, I mean like the pills. Are the pills also FDA approved?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Well, I'm no fucking doctor or anything, but
There's also like rods and I don't know much about it, but they get like rods inserted into them for 5 years or 10
is
years.
it 5? I thought it was 3 because there was this girl that I used to work with at Chipotle, and she said her dad made her get it, which was like okay, but she would always like show us like here you can feel it, and I was like, am I gonna fuck this up if I like touch it? And she's like, no, you can mess with it. I'm like, okay. So I like touch it, and there's like it actually is a little metal bar, like a little like dumbbell in there.
Her dad made her get that?
Her dad made her get that, which it opens a lot of questions. I'm curious why why does like I don't know.
Why maybe, but
I didn't ask. I was not trying to get into that
No.
shit at all,
No.
but yeah, birth control is crazy, but they have a pill out for guys.
guys?
It's not. I think it's still like in the like give it to
Testing.
monkeys phase,
yeah.
but it turns off your sperm potency or like your sperm like capabilities for like 24 hours, and then it'll turn back on. But I feel like with prolonged usage of it, how do you know it's not going to make you impotent?
Yeah.
You know, if there was if guaranteed the birth control wouldn't like fuck up your nuts forever, would you take that?
Guaranteed.
Guaranteed won't
There's
fuck up
no
your nuts.
adverse like,
Mm-mm.
and it's a
Just-
24-hour thing.
just 24 hours down,
Yeah. Why
24
wouldn't
hours
I?
back up the next
Why
day.
wouldn't I?
Some guys are like, I'm not doing that shit.
Why?
Some guys like me. No, I'm
Yeah.
joking.
No,
Actually, am I joking?
I wouldn't care.
I'd have to. There would have to be 100% guarantee my
Yeah,
nuts are
exactly.
going to fall off the next
100%
morning.
guarantee.
Yeah, if there is 0%
Of
chance,
no
like,
adverse health
yeah.
effects, everything.
because I want babies. I want babies like
Yeah.
for real. I want like at least 4.
But it's just 24 hours, and there's no adverse health effects. It's just like a
Yeah.
light switch. You can just turn it off.
Turn on, turn off. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd do it.
That's pretty cool. I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, I forgot what it's called, but I heard this on TikTok, so take this with a grain of
Oh,
salt.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if dudes can start, packing it up in other ways, I feel like that's super awesome because condoms are like basically bullshit.
Yeah.
Unless you get the flex condom, then that's a
Flexio
different.
condoms coming
We
soon.
saw this guy's cock in half. But yeah, so we're still trying to figure out a name, and we're gonna get on that. And I think we probably just blew any possibility of
Getting
sponsorship after this conversation we just had, but it's okay. So I do actually have a little game. So I've been watching some podcasts, trying to be like a good podcaster. I've been doing some research, some studying, and there's a game I want to play with you. It's called Worse or Worse.
Okay.
So you know how there's like in I'm trying to think of something. It's like, oh, here's a picture of something, and then here's something else. Which of these is like better or worse?
Okay.
All of these are going to be getting progressively worse. Like they're never going to get like there's no good. It's just
Okay.
which one is less bad than the other.
Okay.
And we're going to start out real easy for this first episode because we're still putting our feelers out there. But this is I got a couple here for you. All right, let me see if I can do my overly complicated.
Meanwhile,
password.
episode 1, we're still big holding these microphones too.
Yeah, eventually we're gonna get like arms, and I guess they're gonna stick out of the fucking floor because I don't know what we're gonna attach them to. But
We're gonna drill a hole in the floor right here and just have everything come up from the stream room.
this is my home, by the way, like my place of like living. So, we're just gonna turn this into a studio. It would be really cool if we got like a commercial, like how like over here on I guess I don't want to dox myself.
Like a billboard.
No, not a billboard. Like like those industrial like factory like storage buildings.
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
not
yeah.
like huge factories, but they're like little ones.
Yeah.
It would be super cool to get one of those and just deck it out as like a studio.
You could just get one of those storage unit things.
Oh,
Like
we
ones
could
that
get a
they carry
storage
on the
unit.
sea liner thing.
I actually had an idea for a podcast, like where we would film. You want to hear it?
In one, yeah, go ahead.
It'd be in a big sporting goods parking lot, and we just have like dicks in the background. I think that'd just be the
That is a
absolute
really good
funniest
idea.
thing. Like, isn't that a great idea?
That is a good
I
idea.
gotta wiggle the thing again. Fucking TV. Oh my god, dude.
No, it turns back on, I think.
There's no way we have to do this the entire episode, right?
No, it
We're
turns
doing
back
5-minute
on.
episodes from here on out. If I unplug the mic, the whole thing's over, by the way, so I really need that to not happen. Anyway, all right, so I have a game for you, all right? It's called Worse or Worse. So I'm going to show you a couple things, and you're
Okay.
just going to have to let me know if the next image is worse or less worse than the previous image.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to start off strong. 9/11.
Okay.
9/11.
3,000 people.
Was it 3,000? Oh, I
Yes.
thought it was a couple 100,000. I wasn't there. Okay. And then Nvidia dropping to $99 last week on Tuesday.
I'm going to go with 9/11 being worse.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Really tough choice, but
close,
I'm
right?
going to, yeah.
I was pretty upset. Okay, Hurricane Katrina.
Okay.
So which is Hurricane Katrina worse than
Then
the
9/11?
9/11 that you said before?
I don't know.
It's like a battle royale. We're getting to the top. What's
Yeah,
worse?
I think.
Hurricane Katrina killed more people, right?
I don't think so. I'd have to look. I'd have to look. I'd have to do more research. Definitely more physical destruction as far as homes destroyed, homes flooded, repair.
Because we never repaired the Twin Towers. They're still down. We're definitely. This is our last episode.
Maybe this wasn't such a good idea.
Maybe we don't do this for the next time.
I'm gonna say Hurricane Katrina.
Hurricane Katrina
Yeah.
worse than 9/11. Okay,
Yeah.
there might be some
Damage.
differences.
I mean, yeah, I'm going with Katrina.
Okay, that's fair.
I mean, people died in both, but just like long-term, lasting damage to an area of economic importance.
Okay, that's fair. And then Intel laying off 15,000 people.
As long as you're not one of them, I'm going Katrina.
Okay, that's fair. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. And if my manager or anybody sees this podcast, I might be on that list. Especially after the shit we've been talking about, like the whole flex condom and stuff. Like it may not. I may not have it.
15,001 employees laid off.
So what's really crazy is that they're gonna finish all their firing by November 15th.
Oh, so they haven't started, or they've started, but
They've
you
started, but
you just
they're
don't
doing,
know yet.
They've started, but they're doing early retirement stuff. So
Oh,
hey, old people, you can get the fuck out, or on your terms, or we can fire you on our terms, right? I'm gonna be on my sabbatical from November 4th to December 4th, right?
So as long as they don't get you before November, you're in the clear.
No, I may leave and not have a job when I get back. They could just fire me.
When does the laying off start?
It's already began. It's already started.
15,000? How many employees do they have?
100,000 at my site, technically.
You're fine.
You think I'm okay? Okay. No, they're usually going to start with
They need the
business.
brush. They need the brush.
guy.
Yeah.
they need you doing the brushes. So
Yeah.
that makes sense. All right, so that was Intel laying off. So you think
Katrina.
Katrina was worse than Intel?
Yes.
Okay. What about the war in Gaza?
Gaza definitely worse than Katrina.
Gaza worse than Katrina?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good one. All right, Gaza or SCP-087.
Okay.
So let me explain.
Scariest game that I've ever played. We played that game
we did
before.
play SCP,
We did
yes.
E.
Huh?
We did E.
E?
E.
EA Sports.
You remember
It's
playing
a
this
game.
at our friend's house in the basement?
I remember playing Five Nights at Freddy's at Steven's house.
No, this was at Kyler's house.
Oh, okay.
We played SCP-087-E
Oh,
for extra scary, I guess. I don't
Yeah.
know. And I just remember it was based on some guy's dream of a never-ending descending staircase.
So it's not a dream; it's a real thing. SCPs are real things that exist in the world. They're these anomalies that are just what cryptids are, like Bigfoot and shit.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Chupacabra.
Yeah.
It's like those. So SCPs.
Oh, so it's not real.
No, it's real. You don't believe in Bigfoot? Oh, you must have never been. You've never ran into Bigfoot?
I've never seen him.
Oh,
He might be out there.
He's out there.
So these are out there. They're just
These are out
They're okay.
This is some derelict staircase in Russia. So SCP-087, for those of you who don't know, it's an endless staircase, and whenever you start walking down it, you get this overwhelming feeling of my life is ending and bloodlust, right? Something is gonna get you. until you get out of it. And luckily, there's like every floor you go down, there's like an open door like a door you can escape from. But SCP-087 is just literally into a staircase.
But there's escape doors?
There's escape doors on every floor.
Not when I played that game.
Oh, it's because well, you were playing as SCP-087-E, like for no escape.
I don't
door.
think B had it either.
Oh.
I don't remember. I would have gone out the first door. Who would choose to just keep going down a dark, unending staircase?
Well, some people would. You know, like what to see what's at the. It's the same reason people do cave diving. Like I got to see what's down there. Dude, see, that's what I'm talking about.
I think it's totally different. I think it comes back on though.
It's not coming back unless I wiggle the
For
mouse.
those of you who are watching us,
Oh, and here we go. Okay.
Josh's computer is hooked up to the TV. This TV
We're
just
gonna get it figured out.
doesn't recognize that a computer
It
exists.
doesn't realize that we're in the middle of something. TV.
Yeah.
We're doing something right now. So fucking work.
So Josh
please.
has to get up every 5 minutes to move the mouse. So
I should get a wireless mouse, huh?
yeah, don't you have one of those?
Yeah, it's actually over there.
Oh,
It's
you
just
get
not
you have the
plugged in.
dongle for it,
I don't have the dongle for it. That's why.
and it's
Okay, so
pretty much
you
useless.
think that Gaza is worse than SCP-087?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair. And then final question, and you just keep in mind, you said Gaza was worse than the last one.
Yeah.
The Karate Kid Part 2 making the same amount of money as the Karate Kid 1 of 130.
It made the
million
same
dollars.
amount of money.
It made almost identical, like 130.
But there's
million,
inflation,
0.85.
right?
Yeah, but Karate Kid 2 came out like a little bit after Karate Kid 1, like 2 years, so inflation wouldn't have mattered.
Oh,
much.
you're saying like not the one with Will Smith's son.
No. No.
That's
no.
because that's what I was.
No,
that's what I was thinking.
That's not the Karate Kid. First of all, they were doing Kung Fu. That was the Kung Fu Kid. Let's just make sure we're clear on that.
See, that's what I was thinking. That's why I'm so heated right
Yeah,
now.
I'm talking about Daniel LaRusso, like Daniel-san.
I think Gaza's worse.
You think Gaza's worse than the fact that Karate Kid 2 was an objectively better movie than Karate Kid 1? And
Objectively the
the same amount of money?
same.
Technically what? No.
To be fair, I haven't seen the second one.
You haven't seen the... Yeah, Gaza's pretty bad. That's fair. Gaza's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was fun.
You like that segment? You think we could probably...
We could probably never do that again.
Okay.
And I'd be okay with it.
Okay. No, that's fair. Well, we're testing the waters here. We're figuring stuff out.
Yeah.
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 I don't know if you noticed, but there's something new in here. I got something new going on in here. Did you see it? What do you think it is?
Safety vest. I see a blender box.
Okay, don't worry about the blender
I see
or the safety
the
vest.
air purifier.
Ooh, the air purifier. I've had that for a little while. Something new. Gotta be starting.
There's two blades under the TV.
Well, actually, that's just that's Ichigo's katana and then the sheath for it.
I don't notice anything new.
It's actually underneath the sword. I got the soundbar.
Soundbar.
Yep, I was
That's-
using the TV speakers for so long. Wait, are you like a big audiophile or not really?
I used to be, not as much anymore. I just remember Black Friday in high school. We went on a mission to Best Buy with a zoo of people
I remember
trying to
the
find a
Black
Best Buy
Friday.
associate to like unlock the soundbar machine
Yeah.
to like get it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's all I remember. But that's cool. Yeah. I know you're a big soundbar guy.
I'm an audiophile like you wouldn't believe. Like I'm pretty gross. Like right now, even this soundbar is like pissing me off because it doesn't have the Dolby. You know what Dolby is?
Yeah.
Where it shoots up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the movie theater.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Yeah.
like the movie theater. I can't do that with this TV because it's the 7 series instead of the 8 series.
Why don't you get rid of this TV?
Do you know how hard it was to get this TV
Put
up
this
on the wall?
in your bedroom and get a new one for out here.
I already have a 50 in the bedroom.
Put the 50 downstairs.
Should I put the 50 in the garage? I'm trying to redo
Yes.
my garage.
Or put
Yeah.
this in the garage.
Put that. Are you out of your? Are you,
Just put a protective case around it.
Ew, no, and it gets like all the spider cobwebs on the side. It's like brown.
Like an acrylic case.
Oh no, I always hate seeing that. Ugh, it's gross. No,
Yeah, I think you should get a new TV then.
you think I should get a new TV? Like it's so expensive to like TVs.
Wait for Black Friday.
I got this on Black Friday.
Yeah,
This is
just
a 7,
wait.
this by the way, we're talking about a 70-inch Samsung like UHD 7 series. No big deal or anything. But it's
That
not
doesn't
OLED.
recognize when a computer is hooked up to it
Okay,
or
well,
have
we're not
Dolby.
okay, we don't.
And in 14 seconds, the screen's going to turn off and you're going to have to move the mouse again.
Do you think it's gonna be 14 seconds?
It's every 5. Pretty sure it's every 5 minutes.
Okay, well now we have to be sure. If it actually does, I'm gonna be pretty upset. Ha! All right.
Close. Just wait.
Yeah, no, I don't think I'm gonna get another TV. I feel like I have too many televisions in this home. I still have the 3 left over from the Smash tournaments I would run in the closet downstairs.
You should put both of those up in the garage and then run a Smash series out of your garage.
I would rather die than have a bunch of Smash players in my home, let alone like specifically in my garage. I love my garage. I don't want them chewing on the walls and shit, dude. Like the Smash players are a different breed. They're like lizards, which I used to be.
You are still
I am
a
a
lizard before you have your tea.
I am a lizard, dude. And do you have like a morning ritual? Yeah.
The TV just turned
I'll
off.
get it, I know.
Do I have a morning ritual? Yeah, get up, get dressed, and go to work as fast as I possibly can.
Possible.
I've got it timed. I need to make one left turn to get down the street to get to the freeway, and it turns green on odd numbers. So if I'm there at 45 or 47, I'm good. If I'm at that light and
Like
it turns
46?
green at 49,
You're fucked.
I'm on time.
Oh,
But
you're on time.
but if I miss the 49 and
Yeah.
I'm turning left at 51, I'm going to be late. So my goal is to get to that light and hit the green arrow at 45, 47, or 49.
I think that you might have this down a little bit too well. Like that's really crazy. You know, like when it switches on the odd.
It's always on the odd.
Always on the odd minutes.
Yeah.
So you know what I do for work?
I think you said this in episode 0.
Did I?
Yeah, you wake up, you watch 10 minutes of TikTok,
Okay.
and
yeah,
then
okay,
2
no,
minutes
I-
before your
okay, no.
meeting,
We don't have to talk about this.
2 minutes before your meeting, you get on Teams and you say, "Hello, everyone. Good morning."
Good morning, everybody. hello. No, when I go on to work, like when I go on to site though, like it's a drive. It's like a 50-mile drive for me to get to work. You know that? That's not true, but it's long. Like I gotta go all the way down like to Ocotillo. and
How
then
long? How long did it take you?
It takes me like 35 minutes to get to work, and that's if I don't stop at Salad and go on the way.
But how many? Okay, how many times do you go in a week?
Like 2 or 3 depending on the week.
Yeah, must be nice.
You go in every day.
I go in every day.
I'd shoot myself in the head if I had to do that. I'd kill myself for sure.
I
don't
I kind of
understand
like going in though, because if I was trying to work at home,
Mm-hmm.
I think it'd be hard to focus on what I'm supposed to be
Did
doing.
we talk about this in episode 0?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
No.
Working from home is amazing. I'll fight everybody on that, and
But you have to work.
What?
You have to work.
Yeah. What do
You
you
can't
mean?
like hang out and watch TV. You know, that's just exactly what I want to do when I'm at home.
Wait, you can't like work and watch TV? You can't do that?
Not in my type of job. No.
Okay.
I'm on a phone like all day long.
Oh, you've never watched something while you were on the phone?
It's hard to multitask for me.
It's
doing
hard to
doing
multitask.
different things. I mean, I can multitask with certain things, but not talking to someone on the phone and like watching a show.
Okay, so to me that's crazy talk, because if like at my job, I like while running meetings, while doing data polls, while doing all my shit, SQL, whatever, I could be I listen to music on full blast. I watch YouTube, I listen to YouTube videos, I watch YouTube videos. Like I don't understand how people and even still, like let's say, okay, cool, okay, maybe you can't watch stuff while you're doing it.
Yeah.
Let's say you're in a meeting, right? And it doesn't pertain to you whatsoever, which is most meetings, believe it or not. You can't just go run downstairs, do some quick laundry, or start
they call on
planting like a potato plant
If they
or
call
something.
on you,
If they call on me, oh, sorry, I was in the bathroom. What's popping? Brand new whip, just hopped it.
you got this down, don't you?
A little bit, dude. I remember hearing like all the strategies during COVID of like the work from home stuff, because like you know what MS Teams is, right? So it's like your activity, like your
little
status,
green check
yeah.
mark and the away
People-
from work.
Dude, people would have like their mouse tied to like a string, and then their string tied to like one of those rotating fans, so that the mouse wouldn't wiggle back and forth.
You never did that.
No, despite being an engineer, I did not think of that, sadly. But what I would do is, well, I really didn't like at my job. I can't like be away. I really can't.
Yeah, and
because
same
either
with
my
mine.
manager's like ringing me for some shit, or somebody needs something from me, I can't like be away for like long. But what I will sometimes do is like if I go to the bathroom, I'll like wiggle my mouse a bunch, like a ton, so that it like my system thinks like, oh, this dude's working, and then I'll go to the bathroom and I'll come back.
Does that actually do anything?
I don't think so, but I had no one's yelled at me yet, so I think we're big chilling.
There's just too much work to be done to try and work at home for me. I mean, you talked about like during a meeting that you don't need to be in.
Yeah,
I'm doing other work while
you're doing other work.
if I'm in a meeting, which rarely I'm in meetings, but
I think it's about to be time for the TV to get
yeah, about a minute here.
I'm just gonna preemptively wiggle it.
Yeah,
We're gonna do the old work
great
strategy,
idea.
actually.
Don't trip on the mic cord on the way back.
No, I would never. I'm noticing that this camera is like super 30 frames per second. We might need to use like the phone cam next time. Let's use the phone camera and see how that goes next time.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah. By the way, guys, like we are gonna like this is very much a work in progress. This is the first episode with video. We weren't even gonna do video till like episode 17, but we heard your guys' cries and we figured, well, let's fucking do it. Oh, people are messaging me. Probably not important people. Well, next segment. I'm just gonna segue right into that. You guys liked the "Am I the Asshole" segment that we did last time, so I got a couple more stories that I want to read out here, and I think this will be.
Can we do the dick one first? That one is actually growing on me.
You want to do the? That's crazy. You want to do the dick one first? All right, we'll do the dick one first. I gotta like hold my. I'm gonna try and like hold my mic so like you guys can hear me, but I can also read this. So this is an "Am I the Asshole?" Dude, we gotta get arms for this.
We gotta get arms. We gotta cut the hole in the ground right here.
We're gonna cut a hole in the ground and like run them up. Like that's how we're gonna do that. So this is an "Am I the Asshole?" If you don't know what that is, basically on Reddit, people will write in stories where it is possible that they are the asshole in a situation. They'll describe the situation that they're in, and it's like, hey, was I the asshole here, or was it the other person? So this one is, am I the asshole for asking my friend not to whip his dick out in public? So you probably can relate to this story because me, back in the day, I feel like we should save that. We should save that story for another.
Yeah, we should probably save that story inside of our own heads.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't tell the public about that.
No,
because I think that's technically a crime, right? Yeah, whatever. Okay.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, we're good. Anyway, so here's the context for this. Context: me, 30-year-old female, and my boyfriend, 30-year-old male, and two of our friends, Jake and Crystal, both 30, all went to the beach together last weekend. The conversation started at my place as we were all packing for the beach. Jake said that he was just going to change into his swimsuit after we got to the beach and people would get a free show. Okay.
Once they get
this
there.
Is premeditated.
Okay, so once he gets there, he's going to change on the
in front
beach.
of people.
Okay.
So this is premeditated for sure. I casually mentioned that he could just use a towel to cover up if he needed to change, as the beach was busy, not clothing optional, and there would be kids there. Aside from all this, my boyfriend and I didn't really want to see him expose himself either, and made that known. He said that sounded dumb, and he could just quickly change, and people could look away if they didn't want to see. When we got to the beach, he was about to drop his shorts, and I asked if he minded just using a towel. First, he asked me to hold it up for him, which I didn't want to do because I didn't want to see anything, and it would also do nothing to cover, as there were other people sitting behind us and next to us. Aside from that, both myself and my boyfriend would not have been okay with me holding a towel for another man to change. It almost seemed like he was actively trying to make us feel uncomfortable to prove a point. So this guy's just an asshole. Just preemptively.
Is that the end of it?
No, that's not the end.
Okay, I was gonna say.
I then showed him how to tie the towel around his waist as a way to change while still being covered. Growing up near a beach, that's how we always change, and I thought that was just a normal thing to do.
Yeah.
He got visibly annoyed by this and said it made changing
Where's
too
this
hard.
dude from?
Dude, I don't know. And took too long. Our other friend Crystal sided with him and said that it's not a big deal to change at the beach, and if people didn't want to look, then they could turn away. It had me second guessing if I was being the unreasonable one by asking him to cover up. After a swim, he wanted to switch back to regular shorts. He just did it out in the open, and we looked away. I didn't say anything at that point because I didn't want it to be a fight, but the whole thing made me and my boyfriend feel very uncomfortable, and I didn't understand his pushback on wanting to just change out in the open. So I'm at the asshole for asking him to change to cover up while changing.
This dude.
This guy's the asshole.
Yes.
It's a flat out. Okay, but I do want to say, I get nudists. I understand them.
It's okay. As long as you're like consenting to being around that. There's kids on the beach, dude.
Yeah, that's indecent exposure. Like,
Yeah.
they're children. Children don't need to be seeing all that shit. You know,
Change.
It's like
just
illegal,
go in the
actually.
bathroom. Just change real quick.
it's not hard.
Put a like she said, she's from California. It sounds
Yeah,
like,
or
or wherever
some
the
beach
beach.
town,
Yeah,
beach
that's
city.
all that they do. They put a towel on, they change, and take a towel off.
I
It's
just,
not that hard. You don't need to do that.
you know, like how nude beaches exist, right? Like, that's like a thing.
And that's fine.
Why do you think that is? Like, why do you think those are like a thing?
I think people, I don't know. There's some people that I think that having no clothes on is a lot more free expression of your body and just a more
100%. No, I agree.
I don't know.
But like, who do you think was the first person that's like, you know what? Fuck all this clothes shit. This is a nude beach only. That's what we're doing.
I don't know.
And how do you think that got like
that?
approved? Because they're like sanctioned. Like, this is a nudist beach.
There's a lot of European countries that have nude beaches.
Yeah.
America is so much more against nudity than other countries, whereas America loves violence and violence movies.
Oh yeah.
In Europe, they don't have violence movies.
Really?
But they have more nudity in Europe than they do
that's why
here.
France
Because it's
is like
so
the-
taboo here. But over there, it's like totally normal.
Huh.
I think.
Why do you think that is? Like what about American
Culture?
culture is like? Well, I guess we like killing, right?
Yeah,
But
we like
but,
guns.
Dude, but the
We
British
like.
Empire. They like the sun never sets in the British Empire.
It does.
They love like yeah. Okay, well, like that's a,
The sun
okay.
does go down.
Okay, motherfucker. The saying is that like because they conquered everything. Like the sun never set because they like had land everywhere, or they like conquered land everywhere.
Not here.
Well, they tried.
They tried. It didn't
They
work.
tried and they failed.
Yeah.
America number one.
Yeah.
No, sorry, EU viewers that we don't have yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
What
What
do
do you think?
I think American culture is definitely like more violence centric, but like I would think that nudity or like, you know, comfort with the human body would be. Well, I guess we're pretty Christian, right?
Christian country, yeah,
It's
that's
very
another
Christian.
thing. Christian based on Christian values.
That's got to be it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So yeah, that guy's definitely the asshole for
Yeah.
whipping his dick out.
Yeah.
Yeah, flat out. That was like a no brainer though. Like homie's just like he's just an asshole. All right, we do have one. We do have one more. We almost cut the podcast really short today. Actually,
I want a soundbite of that.
we can do that. We can get that because I want my husband to come home very sick and said, no. Wait, what was the other one?
We
had?
saved. Didn't you save one?
I saved one. Where's my account saved? Here we go. All right, I got one more for you guys. Ooh, okay. So this one's kind of funny. Am I the asshole for reselling items that were given to me for free? just like a preemptive, I guess, like assessment of this. How do you feel about regifting things? Like if someone gives you something, you're like, dude, I don't need a fucking like, I don't know, like I don't need a empty picture.
You don't need
frame.
it. Somebody else can
Just
use it.
regift it.
Yeah.
You think it's fine?
Yeah.
You don't think it would hurt the person who gave it to you's feelings?
If they don't know about it,
Well, what if they know? Like, what if they find out?
say I'm sorry. I didn't need that.
Dude, I don't know about that one, Chief.
There's not a lot of gifts that I get that I'm like, oh, I don't want this. And if
feel
I
like I can make
do,
a
I
use
get a
for
gift
everything.
receipt or something, or like I return
Yeah.
it and see like
Oh, I actually have a story about that. Ooh, I got some shit. I got some tea about my. never
Next
mind.
time. Put it on the show
next
notes.
time, Yeah. Well, I mean, we should do it now since it's like.
Oh yeah, yeah,
No, let's
perfect.
do it next
Okay, let's do it after this if we got time.
Let's just do it next time. Let's do it in episode 5. I, 28 female, live in a very large neighborhood. Well, we got a rich one over here.
Very large
We
neighborhood.
got a rich girl, and it's going too far. We have a neighborhood Facebook group, and people sell and give away items on there very frequently. I have 2 small children that grow out of things quickly, so I've grabbed a few bags of free clothes, shoes, and toys. Once my kids grow out of those, I sometimes sell them on Facebook Marketplace. Recently, a neighbor saw my listing and reached out to ask if this was the item she gave me for free. I said yes, and she said I should have posted the item in our neighborhood group for free first before trying to sell it. She called me a scammer and said what I was doing wasn't very neighborly. I told her that I used the item for several months and wasn't scamming anyone. I didn't see anything wrong with making a few dollars here and there. I had given away several things to our neighbors that I didn't want to go through the effort of selling, and I honestly don't care what they do with them. I understand that it may not be the neighborly thing to try and find someone. Sorry, it may be the neighborly thing to try and find someone that can use it first before selling, but I don't think I'm an asshole in my opinion, which may be wrong. That's why I'm posting this. At least they're self-aware enough to know that they could be. If someone gives away something for free, it's out of their hands. Once someone picks it up, so am I the asshole for selling items that were given to me for free?
Once you give it away, it's not yours anymore.
It's not yours. You have no jurisdiction.
Yeah.
I get like the idea that it's like, dude, like we do like, you know, like we give away stuff back and forth in the community. Like, you know, it's a revolving thing. They had a kid, it's maybe pass them the kid's clothes, but also like I have like beef and trauma with neighbors. I have like trust issues out the fucking wazoo with neighbors. So I'd rather die than like deal with neighbors. You know what I mean? I gotta thing.
Yeah. Well, you go push that mouse.
I gotta go.
I could see it being more of a problem. You know how like during Christmas and they have like toy drives where you give toys to kids in need, stuff like that.
If it's during like the holiday season, do it.
But I could see an issue with being like, okay, I'm donating these toys to these kids who are in need. You know, they applied for this program, and then that family selling those brand new toys that they just got for free.
They're just pawning off,
and then the kids don't get anything. You know, but she got the clothes for free.
She got the clothes for free.
She used them for her kids. Her kids grew out of it. She's selling them.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
What is wrong with that?
I think this is definitely the first one, they were the asshole. Or no, the guy was the asshole.
Yeah.
This one, I don't think they're asshole.
No.
I think they're fine. Like, honestly, I think my biggest problem with like selling stuff is that I'm lazy. I don't want to go through the process of like finding some asshole that wants it and then trying to like negotiate with them, because all that's on Facebook Marketplace is people that are lowballing you. Yeah. Like, it's like a meme. Like, wake up, lowball people on Facebook Marketplace, go to sleep, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. That's so much effort. Then I got to package the shit. I got to take it to UPS or FedEx or whatever.
Yeah.
And I got to send it. I don't want to do any of that. You know what I did? I had a bunch of DS games and like my old DS. Yeah. I just wasn't using it because I just got emulators on my computer legally.
Yeah.
And I was Arthur is in the business. Like, he sells consoles and shit that people, you know, that he just gets product and sells it. I was like, Arthur,
he probably gets stuff for free and sells it.
Oh, positive. Yeah, maybe. No, I asked him like, hey, if I give you all this shit, will you sell it for me and you can take a cut of it? And he's like, yeah. I'm willing to lose money over not wanting to sell my own stuff.
Yeah. So if somebody else can do it for you.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and they'll give you a cut of it.
Frustrating. So if you're willing to go through it, you deserve the money.
Yeah.
Especially if you got it for free. That's just
they're doing revenue. Them a favor.
That's revenue, baby.
They're not using it either. Yeah. There's a reason they gave it away.
Yeah, I mean,
they're helping you out
so much. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway. So yeah, I think that was the first episode there.
Yeah, pretty good.
Cool. Yeah, don't worry, guys. We're gonna figure out getting like the. Hopefully the audio was better. I think the audio.
I think it will be better. Yeah.
I have to go throw it into my video editing software.
We definitely need to figure out having to move the mouse every 7 minutes.
Yeah, that's super frustrating that's a thing. We also I might need to get a better camera because this shit's only like 30 frames per second. Sorry,
nice foot shot
totally
there.
Flashed you guys my feet. It's not even Foot Friday either.
No.
So it's like crazy. Yeah, we're gonna figure out like the video and the audio. I think is fine, but the video is gonna need some work. So we'll figure that out. It's a work in progress. It's going to get better. But you guys send us in like suggestions, like shit you want to hear us talk about. Because again, like we're doing this because, you know, you guys like just want extra Josh hot takes and stuff. So, we could do like a hot take segment.
Yeah. I'm
like
down.
What's some, actually, why don't we spitball right now? Let's just try
hot
it.
Take? Okay.
What's a hot take you have?
Hot take.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be like thermonuclear. It can be just like, you know, sriracha.
Sriracha is trash.
Stop fucking sending me Instagrams right now.
Sriracha is trash compared to sambal.
Sriracha is trash compared to sambal.
Yeah,
what if I told
sambal?
you I don't like either of them?
Do you like anything? Do you like spicy foods?
I don't, but that reminds me of another idea I had. What if we do like a hot wings, like a hot ones thing? We just rip off Sean Evans like fucking crazy. I think that'd be hilarious.
Instead of hot wings, we could do like some like. What's another
Everyone
like
does
spicy
hot chips.
food?
We'd have to do like
yeah.
Why don't we do like really shitty foods like durian?
We could do like instead of hot ones, we could do cold ones.
Oh,
where the food
yeah.
starts
Where the
hot,
food is,
and then
like,
you end
it
up
gets
eating a
progressive-
frozen meal, and it's still frozen.
Wait, that's such a good idea. Like, dude, I have a frozen pot pie in the freezer right now.
Dude,
We,
there's like progressively it just gets colder.
yeah, like you start with like a hot, like yummy, like I don't know, like.
And then at the end, the last level, you just eat ice. You just eat straight up ice,
that's a good idea.
cold ones.
Cold ones. Okay,
We'll work on it.
It's on the board. It's
yeah.
on the board. It's on the board. That's actually so fucking funny. Like you just start with like a really good hot meal, and we eat a frozen like chickpeas or some like a bag of frozen.
But you could go
broccoli.
from like a hot meal, like a nice actual meal,
Yeah,
and
like
then
a
go to like
burger.
something like, I don't know, pasta salad or like chicken salad or something like.
The
It's not
last thing should
cold,
be
but it's like
torturous.
room temperature.
The last
yeah.
thing I think should be torturous, like frozen, like
Frozen peas,
frozen
frozen
spinach.
corn,
You know,
yeah,
dude,
frozen
you know,
Brussels sprouts.
You know how cut up your mouth would be with like frozen kale. Oh my god, that'd be so funny.
We could give him like a smoothie right before we give him like a frozen dinner too.
Oh, truce, dude. Like the objective is to get. Oh,
See, look at
yeah,
that.
I think it's because my footsteps are so like.
Yeah,
like,
bounce the mouse
monstrous. It
around.
wiggled it.
Yeah, cold
Um,
ones next episode.
Cold ones is a good idea. Yeah, cold ones. We got to get a logo made for that. I got Hime. Hime's
Yeah.
she's my logo person or like my little design person. Okay, I'm trying to think of a hot take that I have. Oh fuck. Ooh, here's one for all you nerds out there. Once Pokemon went 3D, it went downhill. I think 3D Pokemon games. I know. Like Black and White 2 was the last one before it was like 3D. It was like pixel animated.
What
art.
about X and Y?
Trash? I played the shit out of X and Y. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I think Pokemon got extremely lazy once it went 3D. Like if you look at the animations for the Pokemon, like when you fight them, all they do is just kind of like wiggle. Like if you look at Bulbasaur, right?
Yeah.
It used to be super animated, like jumping around and shit when it was pixel art.
Yeah.
Then it goes to 3D, and now it's just like, like it's so lazy. Like they just got fucking lazy with it. And when it went to the Switch, it got even worse. I swear to God.
Here's a hot take.
Oh, you got another one? Okay.
I don't like Pokemon that much.
All right, yeah, we're done with the episode tonight. We're gonna go and wrap up the episode today. And you're not like
The
watching
only episode I know of Pokemon is Bye Bye Butterfree. That's the only good Pokemon episode.
Goodbye, Butterfree. Free. Dude, how do you not like? I've made you watch the entire Indigo League. Like every time we go
Yeah.
on vacation, I force you to watch episode 1 to 52
Oh
of the Indigo
yeah, I
League.
watch it right behind my eyelids. I've been watching it.